And a very warm welcome back. We continue our coverage of the national finals here. The mixed open category now. As once again we see the Midland Tigers, second time we've seen them today in the mixed open. They gave Northeast Blades, or Northwest Blades I should say, a very good run for their money in our second game of the day, and they're going to hope to do the same thing here with the Northeast Raiders. Just a minute in.
Fifth coming! Fifth coming! Take that in, James! Take it in on the hat! Who's my other subbing coach? Charlie. Halfway line. That what they ran.
Maybe take a look here at the opening stages of this one, joined by James Hurd of the Southern Suns. We just saw you in the last match. I think the whole of the place here in St Ives saw you. Just having a little chat just off air there about your guys' jerseys, and that wasn't your decision, I'm guessing.
No, I'm very pleased to say it wasn't, but for 4 years now I've had to wear this stuff. I've had no say in the colour, style, or anything to do with it really. Just got to kind of grin and bear it. I think it's a bit of a laughing joke now with everyone at the Nationals, and has been for years, but you kind of embrace it after a while. But you kind of embrace it after a while. It is our horrendous kit, and we begrudgingly love it.
Well, it certainly stands out, no doubt about that. And, a good game as well against the Midlands Tigers. How did you find it personally?
Personally, that was our second game of the day, and my first game of the day was, I didn't feel like I played very well, so I felt like I had a bit of a point improvement, up the work rate a bit in that second game, which I think we did. Our pod especially worked a bit harder, got some decent results. Our defence was a bit better, some of our attacks were a bit smoother, had a bit more composure, so there's still stuff to work on like there is in any game, but yeah, definitely improvement from the first game, so yeah, enjoyed it. It's always enjoyable winning.
I think that seems to be the message from a lot of the players that I've spoken to so far. It seems to be almost finding your feet into the competition again, because it's such a long weekend that you sort of start slow and gradually pick up as the weekend goes on.
And all of these teams will have players that play for a handful of different teams coming together, and everyone broadly speaking runs similar plays, but you get to know the timings of the players you're with, and then obviously when you come into the national setup with a regional team, you've got to get to know the timings of the guys that you play against regularly but not with necessarily, so it's just comms, timing, you get used to all that. But yeah, I think by the Monday that's when the touch becomes a much higher standard than it was perhaps at 9 o'clock on the Saturday.
Well, we're hoping so. Not that it's been a bad standard by any means. The Northeast Raiders here are trying to sneak in down the wing, and they can't quite manage it there. There's Erica Robertson on the outside looking to squeeze her way through.
So it looks like a tight game here. First 4 minutes are 0-0. A few chances in a few hours.
Oh, the Midland Tigers outfit did look very good against the Northwest Blades. Very, very close game, won by a buzzer-beating touchdown from Greg Cropper after the hooter had gone, surging through down the wing.
Scoop there, James! Scoop, James! Go!
The most dramatic moment we've seen so far. You'll be pleased your game wasn't quite that dramatic.
Good. Although it always feels it like it when you're playing it. But yeah, no, I do become conscious of the clock when there's a score or it's level, scoring it or you're level, and you're just thinking, God, I hope we're the team that's won it. because it takes the wind out of your sails if you concede that one, just either draw it or lose it after the hooter. It's what makes the game enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, it really does. The drama we're expecting is going to be ratchets it up over the next couple of days, especially when it comes to Monday. We saw some incredible matches at the recent European Championships, which went all the way down to the wire. We're expecting more of the same here this weekend as well.
So the pick up there was on the short side, and he just ran out of space, but I think it was last tackle, so he was just killing it away from the box of the Midlands Tigers, making their 7-player a bit more of an effort. Second and 10 metres, they'll be looking to make third touch on halfway.
That's a good breakaway.
Losing yards there.
First time I've seen the North East Raiders, it was Neil Hennigan breaking out there to make the touch.
This is a problem I think we had in our first game, certainly, and sometimes in patches in our second game as well. You have a structure and a style that you want to play, some patterns. There's our guys in the background that I should be stretching off there. Instead I'm grafting away here. If I pull a hammy in this third game, we'll know why.
I hope it's not too much hard work for you, mate.
When you get to 35, everything's hard work. But they'll want to have some structures, and they'll want to have some patterns that they want to play. And sometimes it's a mark of a decent team, I think, is if you can play to your pattern or your structure. If something goes awry or you go slightly off script, you default to plan B, and then you employ that quite efficiently. And the teams that can't do that are the ones that then lose momentum, and then you're back to square one. Basically, it's a good long ball. Oh, acres.
Lovely touchdown for the North East Raiders, who get themselves on the board. Christina Finley with the touchdown, but it's going to be brought back, I think.
A bit of drama here. What for?
The referee just wants to confer. Well, that's it. It has to go down as an error for the Raiders. Christina Finley wide open on the wing. And a bit of confusion in the ranks for the Tigers there, but eventually they sort themselves out.
Come on, guys, you know the rule.
And they just almost never really recovered from that confusion.
There's just a lack of momentum to the whole thing from both teams. You can see that they're trying to do stuff, they want to do stuff, but they've got structures that they want to play, but they're just not quite able to finish it off. Running now, drag is mid. Too short. Nothing's on. Pulls on it. That's good composure on the line there, rather than risking something.
I'm in the same rotation. So why aren't Ian and Bennett? Because we're in a pod. Oh, you're down there. I didn't see you.
Fresh set of 6.
That's worked out quite well for the Raiders. Indeed, Richard Moody is the number 6. He drops it off. And David Beecham, number 13. But they're going to seed it.
He's going to go in. He's going to have
That's so frustrating. That's one of the things we talked about in our last game. Fresh set of 6 on or near the line. Use all 6. No one likes defending. No one likes giving away a set of 6 on the line. So if you're there, use all 6. Get the defence defending for a bit longer.
I love that idea. No one likes defending.
Everyone shouts, we love defence, but no.
Give Josh, give!
Really good. It's a really good little bit of play from Charlie Unsworth from the Tigers. Just got caught on his way through. He's got his hands on his knees now. He's feeling that. And it never really came.
So it just looks to be a little bit of uncertainty here in the line. What are we running? So it's Hammers a 33 short. Oh, that's a good shot from the other wing there.
Heads up, Ben!
The touch came in on the outside from Erica Robertson. The ball back for the Raiders. The overall theme of the attacking play so far has just been a bit disjointed, I think that's the right word to use.
One of these teams can just get a bit of fluidity into it, a bit of efficiency into their attack, a bit of momentum. I think this is what we're starting to generate here. Down it, get it away. Scoop. And that was last. Yeah. That's why they scooped on 5th. If not a lot else is on, then you might as well have a crack and make some yards.
Charlie, in the cones here.
Back come the Tigers then.
There you go, Hamish! Hit there, Hamish, hit that in! Go, Ian, go!
himself turned inside out there.
Passes behind the advancing runners.
Good
We'll
work,
play 10
Ian.
minutes of the first
Ian,
half.
great
We
work.
remain scoreless
Hamish, good listening. Good
between the
work.
Tigers and the Raiders.
We feel a bit nervy. Nothing in it. Errors creeping in. Not was generating that much momentum.
They're almost suffering together as a match here rather than a team.
Yeah. Well, it does happen quite a lot actually. Getting a bit of grief outside the window now from teammates. It does happen quite a lot when, if you're a team that's deemed to be maybe the underdog in the matchup, then very often you'll raise your game to the standard of the team you're playing, and it can work obviously the other way as well. When you're playing a team that's maybe a bit scrappy or something, it makes you force it a bit, or you try and hit gaps that you wouldn't normally hit or that aren't actually there, and it takes you off your pattern. So maybe we're seeing a bit of that in this game. Maybe they just quite switched on. Good numbers of people watching this one as well.
Yeah, there's a bit of a festival feel to the place this weekend. It usually is a touch weekend, but everyone's here, camped out.
I always think it's a shame it ends on the bank holiday Monday because everyone's got to get home and get ready for work Tuesday.
All you want to do is have a bit of a party to send off.
You just want a couple of beers really after all of it. But it is something that you want, because you know all of these players know each other from different teams and different regions. And it's nice to have a catch up with them all. Everyone wants to go on the pitch and win, obviously, but we're all mates here. And
I thought you were going to say something else when you said go on there. But,
I'm too old for that now. Those days are far beyond.
I couldn't disagree with you more.
Yeah, just want to have a socialise and catch up with friends. Play on Tuesday. A bit of momentum when it's off the mark.
The Raiders will get it back. First time we've seen the team from the North East, predominantly made up from two clubs, Percy Park and Yorkshire Thorns. Driffield player in there as well.
Yorkshire Thorns with a fairly good DTS season, haven't they? I've seen on some of them.
Not quite into his performance here.
Just touch that.
Who's one? You got a number up.
It's taking short side there, and there's not a lot of space. Now it's.
There's the option out. Oh, and there it maybe was. Christina Finley, who had a similar opportunity which she took, but then the pass was adjudged forward. 5-6 minutes ago now, but that one, the pass wasn't forward, I don't think at least, wasn't capitalised on.
Well done.
I haven't seen any yet of
Go, Charlie, go on him!
It was a real feature of the mixed open side in their opening game against the Northwest Blades.
Well, he's dumping on the mid.
14-year-old, distinctive by the fact that he's about 4'2".
Let's get up, Ian, that's
He's
you!
absolutely brilliant.
You want to be spinning in anyways. Because otherwise
Is he Tigers or
Tigers,
Tigers?
sort of player that if you're feeling it a little bit in those 35-year-old legs that you mentioned, he gets absolutely the wrong player to run up against. He is rapid.
Yeah, there is nothing worse when you're seeing your player blowing a bit. The selfies and all sorts being taken off. Oh, it's a good ball. Oh, two players in there.
Just a little bit, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wasn't quite to length and wasn't quite to wing load, but there's options there. It looks like there's space out on this left-hand side for the Raiders.
Christina Finley's had a little bit of joy in terms of finding the space. Just hasn't quite connected with a pass just yet. So Georgia Blessed out there with her at link. Great touch.
Committed touch there in the part.
There's one thing this game certainly has been. It's been goals, but it has been committed.
James, hit that!
The team's almost having to work hard in spite of themselves at times. All the way through there, James Large.
Who's up?
There's not much wrong with that set though. They've completed their set of 6. They ended it, you know, on the 5 of the opposition. They've got to drive all the way out now. Sub.
Yeah, Ben, go.
Looks like they're running a sub. I think.
Hand up. Yes, Joe. Hamish up.
A bit of confusion here with what's happening with the Southern player. They need to let legs on and run it hard now.
17 on now.
It's just a loss of momentum again. They just need to get a bit of momentum going, get the defence rolling a bit, and then gaps will appear, and it's all about picking the right one.
We'll get to the end of the field there, and Tigers taking it relatively close to halfway with a fresh set of 6. They're using those long limbs to good effect. This is a little bit more like it.
Yeah, 5th coming, just hitting scoop. Just hitting scoop. Go on. In, down, scoop. Oh. It's all a bit cramped from the attack. People aren't quite keeping their width and hitting the holes that they need to hit.
It was a good defence from the Raiders. They saw what was happening and bunched in tight.
Yeah.
If that very difficult play had come off, they'd have been in on this near side of the Tigers, but it was incredibly difficult to execute.
Yeah, good horizontal compression there from the Raiders, minimising the gaps in the areas where the ball is.
Nice, sorry?
Some glimpses of some really good handiwork in both sides, just not quite in the right areas at times.
So they just need to get a bit more width here when they sub on, because
Charlie go 1.
They're still holding it right at the centre, and they've lost all their momentum again now off this 7 play. They just need to get a bit of energy and a bit of momentum, get that defence rolling, and then you can look to see what gaps you create with a lot of hard work. But as it is, they've subbed off and they've had a set of 6, which is good, but they've got a couple of minutes into the Tigers half.
And it is difficult when momentum's been stalled, especially so deep as well, to really get anywhere near the line.
It is hard. When you lose momentum, you just need someone in the team to pick it up and just almost just run it straight and get the thing going again. But
that's what they're trying to do here.
Balls away. Oh!
Not quite. It was the closest we've come, I think, really, to the score.
Yeah, that and the forward pass.
Both sides have had a nearly moment, but that's all it's been so far. We've not had a half go scoreless, but I think we're about to.
Yeah, we killed them really well.
Generally, it's a game that normally has quite a few scores in it. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, this has been a tight, nervy, slightly disjointed first half, but fingers crossed a bit of team talk and some, I was going to say, slices of orange then. That's showing my age a bit.
Get the magic sponge out, that sort of thing. It's, yeah, you can sort of see just out the shot now that the Raiders were having a bit of a conference out on the sideline, and maybe that's just what's needed. You just get the sense that this first half could go on until Monday and we wouldn't have a score, and I'm sure the second will be very different once the teams have had a chance to regroup and have a bit of a conversation. Cancelling each other out at present.
There we go. Bit of momentum, nice. You've got the depth. Get on, scoop. Oh, Serge,
Joe, across, guys. Shoulder out.
Momentum stalled, but at least they're a lot closer to the line now. So this is where you can afford to slow it down a little bit. Is there an option outside? There is.
It's away. That's forwards again. Did look forwards.
For the second time in the half, Christina Finley denied a touchdown by a forward pass. Nothing she can do about that. She just has to catch it and finish it, but she did well.
On.
End of the first half for 0-0. Hope I haven't put a curse on coming in doing commentary.
Well, you certainly won't be invited back. I think that's.
So what happens when a Welshman comes and plays at the English Nationals is I'm putting the curse on everything here. Oh, good hands.
That's a really good recovery. The Tiger in the centre there. Last play of the half then.
Got the space out right, isn't it? Well, stay out wing.
It's not quite happened for either side in this first half. It has been a very nip and tuck affair. We are hoping for plenty.